Hi all, and welcome back. You know that night where you've had one beer too many, walk into a bar, and convince yourself you can actually beat the slots? 5 minutes later, you're telling your friends you almost had it, if only things had lined up differently. That's the exact feeling CloverPit captures. Only here, instead of just losing money, you get progression, upgrades, and the chance to actually make things turn out differently. So no, it's not just another slot machine game. It's no coincidence the player numbers are blowing up and the game already sits at 93% positive on Steam. I figured it's time to pick it up myself so I can explain what it's all about. And as always, I'll do this without any filler or waste of your time. So let's continue. The easiest way to explain it? CloverPit is basically Balatro's poker meets a slot machine from a nightmare wrapped in a roguelite. You spin reels, manage your coins, and fight to pay off a rising debt, all while stacking upgrades that bend the odds. Every run starts simple, just a few coins, a spin, and a debt to pay. Then the roguelite part kicks in. Between spins, you pick up charms and upgrades that shift how the machine works. Maybe clovers pay double. Maybe multipliers start stacking. Maybe you trigger extra spins off the right symbol. On their own, they won't save you. The trick is synergy. If your upgrades don't line up, you'll never keep up with the rising debt. But when they do, that's when the game breaks open and you snowball into absurd builds. Like chaining a clover booster with a multiplier charm, so one lucky spin explodes into a payout big enough to wipe out your debt in seconds. And just when you think you've got the hang of it, another layer kicks in. Every time you hit a deadline and pay off the debt, the phone rings and you're offered a buff. These add fresh twists on top of your charms, letting you bend the odds even further.
That's the core. There's always luck involved, as there should be in a slot machine. But it's your choices, your synergies, that decide whether a run spirals out of control or crashes in seconds. The oppressive setting makes it hit even harder. You're stuck in a grim little room, the debt ticking higher, the machine humming in front of you. Every spin feels like survival. That's why it's so addictive, and why CloverPit's already exploding on Steam with players who can't stop pulling the lever one more time. That's CloverPit in a nutshell, a slot machine roguelite that nails the tension of gambling, but with synergies and buffs that let you actually beat the system instead of just hoping. If you like videos that don't waste your time, please consider liking and subscribing.